Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. So today they had the opening presser for Ryan Garcia versus Duarte. And of course, Ryan Garcia's trainer is going to be present for the press conference. And that is Derrick James. He was present. And Fight Height and Fight Hub got the opportunity to catch him afterwards. And they asked him a number of questions in regards to Canelo Alvarez versus Jermell Charlo, Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. And DJ gave his typical answer in regards to Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford, which is I don't know anything, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that because as the trainer, he probably is not really close to the business aspect of it, and that's fine. But he did comment on the Canelo Alvarez versus Jermell Charlo, and they asked him some pretty specific questions in regards to Jermell Charlo's performance. And to be quite honest with you, Jay, I want to preface my comments by saying that I am a Derrick James fan. I'm an Errol Spence fan. I like these guys. I like what they're doing in terms of the sport. I like Jermell Charlo and both Charlo brothers. I enjoy them in the ring, and I enjoy their antics out of the ring, to be quite honest with you. They're very entertaining. But I have an issue with the comments from Derrick James. And to me, it points to specifically the issue that they must have had in camp, or at least the mentality going into the fight. Because, you know, the comments, it's just not comments that you would hear to me from a competitor. And I can't co-sign these comments. So I'm going to play this very small clip from Fight Hub so you can hear what Derrick James had to say, and then Jay will react to it.
You know, it's life. I mean, life's happening. I mean, like, you step up to big situations. I mean, the people who lose are the people who don't step up. The people who lose are, if you think about this, when people say you had a bad day, how many people had a bad day and made the most money they ever made in their life? So is it really a bad day? I'm just asking.
Yeah.
How many people, right?
Yeah.
Had a bad day, a really bad day, but secured their financial security for the rest of life.
Yeah, you still had a bad day. And I get what you're trying to say, but that's not the mindset and the mentality of a competitor, and that's not what fans want to hear. Fans don't want to hear and celebrate that a fighter got the biggest payday of their life when they went into the ring and gave a complete dud. It was a complete dud. So you got to be sensitive to the fact that fight fans pay $89 to watch Jermell Charlo be competitive. It wasn't that, you know, they expected him to necessarily win, but they expected him to be competitive. And so when you make comments like this in regards to the fact that he made the highest paycheck or his career earning, highest career earning in that particular fight, and when you say those things, I mean, it just shows a level of just, I don't know, man, like lack of awareness, Jay. Like you can't make these types of comments because, because man, when you think about it, how many people have a bad day and make the largest amount of money? I guarantee you he won't make that kind of money ever again in life because the fans won't support it. You can't make that statement, dog. And again, I like DJ. I know where he was trying to go. I know he was just trying to, you know, take the sting off of a loss and not necessarily dwell on a loss and say, hey, listen, you know, going down this path, hey, he dared to be great. And even though it was a bad day, he got the most money he ever made in his life. That's okay. I understand it. But when you see your fighter, like that statement would have been perfectly fine, Jay, if he had been competitive and lost. You know, hey, listen, you know, at the end of the day, he made generational wealth. He went in there and he tried to be successful in this fight, and it just wasn't his day. We can understand and appreciate that, but he wasn't competitive, dog. That was an issue. So, Jay, what's your thoughts on this? I didn't like the comment.
I don't like it at all. Just because I'm maybe we're just too much of a competitor in any and everything that we do, man. That we ain't going to be having no damn participation trophy in a sense. Yeah, it's generation wealth. Don't get me wrong. I would love to have that type of payday, but I'm too much of a competitor just to accept it as it's cool that I got my butt beat and I didn't try. He really didn't try, bruh. He really didn't try in that fight, in my opinion. What he did, I'm sitting there like, no. And Derrick James was actually yelling at him to throw punches. And he didn't do that. End of the fight. My bad, coach. Go back? Nah. I don't agree. I don't like that neither by DJ. I mean, I think he just expanded a little bit too much on the conversation on his thoughts. Some of that stuff he should have just kept to himself. Because, like, to your point, yeah, Mel got a great payday, but he won't get another one like that because no one's going to pay to see him until he proves himself again. He has to do a lot of proving right now. Now he's 33, so he didn't have many years left in the boxing ring, more than likely. But he ain't gonna get no more paydays like that. And it's disrespectful to all the fans that support Mel and support boxing in general. Want to see a fight. You know, it was a fight that no one asked for, but we're gonna watch it because we're like, okay, we'll see what Mel can do. You know, we'll see if Canelo still got it. He didn't even make Canelo sweat. Canelo didn't have to do anything special. You know, so I just don't like it. No,
I totally agree with that. And, you know, I know a lot of time people want us to disagree. And on certain topics, this is one I would say that we 100% agree on. You just can't make this comment. You simply cannot make this comment when your fighter was not competitive. Again, people who are paying $89 and then to go down the path of dreams, right? Like he's living his dream, you know, as though the people who are making these comments are not. Certain people choose to do what it is that they want to do. Some people don't have a choice. They do what they, you know, have the ability to do. Other people do have a choice. But regardless, if you're a finance professional, or an insurance professional, or a teacher, a doctor, a lawyer, whatever, it's still your hard-earned dollars. And no one wants to hear about a wealthy athlete making money when they didn't go in there and really earn that money. Now, some people are going to get mad with that comment because they're going to say that Jermell Charlo earned those dollars in previous fights. I would say that that's false, because how can you possibly, Jay, that's like me going in there and saying, hey, I'm sorry, Mr. Boss Man, I want you to pay me today for work that I did last year. I don't have to perform this year because I performed last year. So pay me based off of my performance last year. I should get paid off what all that hard work I did last year. No, I got paid last year based off of what I did last year, and I'm getting paid this year based off of what I do this year. Like, you don't get the opportunity to say that, you know, I deserve these dollars just based off of work that I've done in the past. That's not how it works. In no job, in no profession. Now, if you're just telling me that Jermell Charlo has put in the work such that he's gotten to a point where he deserves bigger dollars and bigger fights because of what he's done in the past, totally agree. But you still got to go into the ring and actually perform to get those dollars.
Earn it, yeah.
And if you don't, guess what? Next time you won't get those same dollars. That's the way it works, dog. If I got a promotion in 2022 because of the work I did, and then in 2023 I just expect to get paid and not actually do the level of work associated with the promotion, guess what? In 2024 I won't have that job. So I don't understand what these guys are saying when they think about that in that regard, bro. It makes no sense to me.
It's a slap in our face as a consumer, as a boxing fan. You know, if you're just basically just telling me you're just going to do it just to get a payday, you're not going to even try, it's like, then I'm not going to watch you. I'm not going to spend my hard-earned money to watch this. You know, I want to watch a competition. It's a competition at the end of the day. You know, no difference than if going to a football game or a basketball game. I'm not going there to watch someone just lay down and I paid my hard-earned money to see a competition. No, you can do that elsewhere, man. I don't approve of that stuff. I just don't. I can't co-sign that. And like you said, I'm a DJ fan as well. I was a fan of Mel in the ring. Mel got approved, and we'll see what DJ does with Ryan now.
We'll see. You guys tell us what you think in the comment section in regards to DJ's comments relative to Jermell Charlo and his performance against Canelo Alvarez. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Angry Man Podcast, AM Sports Media, and we are